One Health Pass. There was a Bureau of Quarantine Advisory released just yesterday po, the other day, May 25, reminding travelers to register to onehealthpass.com.ph within 48 hours before your departure. Ayan, it's very, very clear. One Health Pass po is still mandatory. It's still required. Despite of, I've seen some Filipinos, kababayans, posting on TikTok, oh, One Health Pass is no longer required. Hindi na kailangan ang One Health Pass. Naku po, don't spread fake news or false hopes to our kababayans because it does not help. Yun lang. Kasi may mga kababayan tayo, nakikita ko sa Facebook, nagsasabi na tatanggal na daw, hindi na kailangan. That's not true, guys. According to the Bureau of Quarantine Advisory, as per May 25, all international arriving passengers in the Philippines still need to register to onehealthpass.com.ph. You need to have a barcode or QR code to be accepted for your flight to the Philippines. Yun lang. Please let us be careful lang on what we share. Now, One Health Pass, we already know about this. It's a website, online platform. Bakit ba merong One Health Pass? Pahirap lang yan. That's what many of our kababayan say. Pahirap. It's a difficulty. It's a cumbersome to do when you travel to the Philippines. A lot of people get stressed dahil dito. This One Health Pass, the aim was this to promote convenient and seamless movement para mas mabilis yung process sa airport. Actually, it is true naman. One Health Pass makes it easier for our government to do contact tracing because there you submit your contact information, your travel history, ganun. And also, mas mabilis yung process sa airport because before, nung wala pang One Health Pass, when One Health Pass wasn't still used, people had to fill out paper forms. And, well, there's a long queue and compile yung papers, mahirapan yung government natin mag-contact trace. That was the point na nagkaroon ng One Health Pass. And since the Philippines reopened, there's been an influx of arriving travelers in the Philippines. Umaabot na ng 10,000, 15,000 to 20,000, 15,000 daily arrivals. So it's hard for them to manage if paper forms. That's why their One Health Pass was a huge thing for them, big help. Although, a lot of our kababayans say, Filipino workers around the globe, no to One Health Pass. Yan, no to One Health Pass. No to One Health Pass. Sigaw po ng OFW. Even balikbayans, non-OFW say the same thing, a lot of us. According to Jessica, this is so complicated for us seniors to travel. We don't know how to do online. Please remove One Health Pass. Very stressful. Please just let us show our proof of vaccination, negative test result. That's it. Don't give us a hard work as seniors. So that's the reason. Some people find it so difficult to register. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. Others say, we don't have a phone or access to internet. No, there are people na uuwi for emergency, distressed. While others say that no One Health Pass, no boarding a flight, it's too much pressure for our travelers po. Imagine, you have everything that is needed. Ito lang, itong One Health Pass, nasa-stress ka dito, and that could cause you to be denied boarding na hindi matuloy ng flight. So, yun po, it puts a lot of pressure to our kababayans. Itong no One Health Pass, no boarding of flight. As for me, should it be removed? Tanggalin na lang ba talaga yung One Health Pass? As for me po, siguro keep it. Dahil marami po siyang use. It has a lot of use. Again, it's much easier for government to do contact tracing, which is still needed as of, we were still under the pandemic and then new virus na naman. So, it's a big help po. Hindi din po basta-bastang natatanggal yan ng DOH at ng government natin. And another thing is, most of us, I'm not saying all, pero many of us find it easy naman. Hindi naman po complicated ng pag-register. But, I think there has to be some loosening up, no? Kailangan luwagan. What I'm talking about is, wag nyo nang gawing mandatory. Do not make it mandatory for boarding of flights. Meaning, keep it but do not make it mandatory for boarding of flights. Meaning kahit walang One Health Pass, yung Filipino, hayaan yung makauwi. If the Filipino traveler has the negative test result, which you really require, then let them come home. Opo. 'Di ba? Wag na yung sabihin pag hindi naka-register, hindi pwedeng umuwi. I think that is too harsh. Let us consider our seniors, our distressed kababayans na uuwi. Some may not have access to internet, some may not have their own phones. Ayun, there has to be exemptions. Yun lang po ang masasabi ko. Huwag nyo nang gawing mandatory ang One Health Pass for boarding of flights. So for those who find it easy, people like me na I'm used to using internet, ayan, napaka-easy lang sa akin mag-register. But for others, hindi. So give them exemptions. So for Filipinos, if they are not able to present, and if they cannot do it, then let them board the flight na lang po. And let them do it upon arrival in the Philippines. Why don't we set up a one-stop shop there where people One Health Pass assistance? O doon na lang sa Philippines kung nahirapan sa abroad mag-register. Kasi to say that hindi pwedeng umuwi kung hindi nag-register, I think this is too harsh po. Is too stressful, puts too much pressure to our kababayans. Opo, gawin na lang siyang recommendation, no? Strong recommendation, pero wag na gawing mandatory. Consider those na nahihirapan. I hope that the Department of Health, Bureau of Quarantine, IATF considers it. Wag na po siyang gawing mandatory for boarding. Yes, we will register if we can, pero dun sa mga nahihirapan, dun sa mga hindi makaregister, let them come home and do it upon arrival in the Philippines. Especially our dear OFWs, oh my God, they're injecting so much money in our economy. Ano ba yung mag-put up tayo ng assistance doon sa airport sa mga nahihirapan mag-register? Oo. Doon na lang, tulungan na lang natin sa airport upon arrival. At least nakauwi na. That's malaking bagay. Those nahihirapan, you're always welcome din po to get help, ask for help from your family in the Philippines, or maybe techie, or kahit hindi techie, kahit may basic alam lang sa internet on how to register, madali lang po yan sa kanila. Pwede, we can also ask for help. Pero yun nga, sana hindi na siya gawing mandatory for boarding of flights. BOQ-DOH, I hope you can issue an advisory to the airlines letting them know that Filipinos who may not be able to present One Health Pass registration barcode or QR code, let them board the flight and let them do it upon arrival na lang. Coming home should be hassle-free for them. That's a reward for their years of hard work sa abroad. Ayan. Wag na lang sanang gawing mandatory for boarding. Yun lang po ang masasabi ko. And someday soon, sana matanggal siya. Before 2023 man lang, na many countries are already loosening up na po. Ayan. Even nga Thailand, tatanggalin na yung negative test result. Sana tayo din soon, 'di ba? Let's move forward na. Marami na tayong, we have done so much. The government has done so much to improve the travel situation in the Philippines, but we can do more. Especially our kababayans, we have to listen to them. Hope our government can listen to the people and they may consider our suggestion. That's all po. I will let you know guys once it changes.